Hey, what's up, guys? Houston here. Look, if you're losing sleep and you're in the state of Idaho and you're trying to find a payday loan because your credit union or your bank don't want to work with you, well, let me show you some of the best places you should take a look. Now, the first one is Ace Cash Express, right? And so with Ace Cash Express, as you can see, they go from 100 up to $1,000. Now, here's the thing about it with lenders like this, yes, of course, the interest rates is going to be much higher, but at the same time, they don't have to go through all the red tape to qualify you. That's the reason why they're easy to get a loan from, even if you have bad credit. Okay, and they use third party financial credit bureaus to determine if you are legitimate, if you're making sure that you're not doing a scam. And I'll explain that in a minute. Here's the thing about it with Ace Cash Express. As you can see, the things they'll need for is the personal information, right? Now, here's the thing that I want you all to understand. These type of lenders, they do not deny you because of a credit score. They deny you because of the information on the application may not be matching up with those third party credit bureaus, in which I'll go further into as I stated. Now, for its income, now I always tell people in order for you to have a higher chance of being qualified for these type of loans, the minimum income is usually $1,000 a month after taxes. So if you have that, now some of these lenders will work with you even if it's $500 a month after taxes. But I would tell you, you will have a higher chance of approval because they work with people that are on government assistance. Okay, so that's a good thing about it. So if you're worried about, well, I'm on government assistance, they do work with you. Another place for you guys to take a look at if you're trying to get a small payday loan is Money Tree. Okay. And so with Money Tree being in Idaho, this is what it is. Like, how much can you borrow? Here's the thing about it. Your income mostly determines the amount of money they let you borrow. But as you can see, it's up to $1,000. All right. So that's pretty good for a payday loan because with some states, they only allow you, like in the state of California, they only allow you to borrow on a payday loan up to $250. So that's very good. And in terms of like your credit, again, they use third party financial credit bureaus to determine if they want to give you a loan. And again, they're not looking at the credit score, they're looking at the information and also making sure that you have an active checking account. All right. So you can be on low income or government assistance, but you do have to have an active checking account. If you're looking for a payday loan, more likely you're probably struggling to get your other bills paid, right? You may fall short of income. Well, here's a website called findhelp.org. It's a free open website, and all you do is come here, like I put in Idaho's zip code, and you can see here they have 2,165 programs that's open to the public to get assistance for food, housing, goods, transit, health, money. So this is a good resource when you're struggling and you need to catch up on bills or you need medical assistance and stuff. This is a nice place to check out. Now, for those of you in Idaho that's working a W-2 job or working a job, go to your HR, request this form. It's called the W-4 form. And what it will do, it will stop the federal government from taking taxes out of your check. Okay, and you'll be able to bring home a bigger paycheck so that you can get caught up on paying bills. This is your money. What happens is you usually end up paying the federal government before you get any money. So this here actually stops that. And I actually tell people to do this for 3 or 4 months. Another good place for you to actually look for a payday loan is through Check City, and they actually offer installment loans. And as you can see, it goes from 100 up to $3,000. All right. So again, it's very easy for you to actually get access to this. And as you can see, their repayment terms is from 5 months to 6 months. So that's very good. For you guys that are in Idaho that are doing the side gig economy, doing the Uber, Lyft, DoorDash, you have your own personal business, then and you don't have good credit, but you do have income. If you can show proof of income, then Giggle Finance is the place you want to check out, right? Because they give you up to $5,000. That's with no credit check. Okay. And so by no credit check, like I said, they use the third party credit bureaus to determine if they want to give you a loan. But here, they show you it's no credit requirement. The requirements are you've been in that type of business for at least 90 days. You can show deposits from $1,200 to $1,500 a month within that 90-day period. Okay, for each month for within that 90-day period. Pretty much it, and have that active checking account. It's very easy to get approved for this type of lender, especially if you're an entrepreneur with bad credit. And these are the type of businesses I was telling you about that qualifies. If you're in any of these here businesses, these are the type of industries they work with. Another direct lender is a tribal lender called Explore Credit. And as you can see, they go from 250 up to 2,000, and they work in Idaho as well. Now, just keep in mind with these here type of lenders, when especially when you have bad credit, the interest rates is definitely going to be much higher. However, they don't have to jump through all the hoops and cut the red tapes and stuff in order to get you qualified. Basically, the easiest way to get qualified, like I stated, is making sure that your income is at least $1,000 a month after taxes. Okay, and making sure the information on the credit file matches the information with the third party credit bureau. Now, for you guys that really need understanding, third party financial credit bureaus are owned by the major credit bureaus. Okay. So instead of them putting a hard pull on your credit, they use these third party databases to determine if you have the right address. So, say last year you stayed in apartment A, this year you stay in apartment B, and when you put that on the application, you stay in apartment B. Well, this system, if it has apartment A, that is what gets you disqualified. It's not because you have a 500 credit score or a 580 credit score. It's because the information is not matching up. All right. So this is the biggest reason why a lot of people get denied. So this is Teletrack. It's owned by Equifax. Then you also have Data X. And please keep in mind, you actually can get access to these here files. These are your financial files. Many people are not even aware that these files exist, but I'm showing you that you can actually get access to them. Like I said, this is Data X, which is owned by Equifax. Then you have Clarity Services, which is owned by Experian. Now, again, like I said, because these companies keep a record of all your financials. So if you ever apply for a loan online and things of that nature, this is where that information is going. So you have Clarity, you have the report, you have the credit score, the fraud alert, the security freeze. You can opt out, but you can also contact and dispute uh, anything that you don't agree with, update your address and stuff like that. Now, there's one other one, and that's Factor Trust. Okay, so Factor Trust, again, it's owned by TransUnion, but it does the same thing with the credit reports, the fraud alert. So they are taking your information and they're profiting off of it. And yes, you can opt out and you can freeze your report to keep them from profiting off of your information. Now, again, when you're going for a loan, especially with these third party lenders that don't do a hard pull on your credit report, you will have to unfreeze these here. Okay. Another lender that you can take a look at is Wise Loan. Okay. And so with Wise Loan being a direct lender, they operate in your state as well. So you can actually come here and you can put Idaho in, and it will tell you, and you can decide how much you need to borrow. It'll let you borrow up to $1,500. So that's basically it's straightforward and direct. It's very easy to operate. Now, here's another tribal lender. This is River Valley Loans, and they offer loans in Idaho as well. So for you guys, again, It's being a tribal lender, the interest rates is definitely going to be much higher than your banks and credit unions. But if you have a high debt to income ratio, but you still can show proof of income, they're the type of lenders that will offer you a payday loan. A platform that you actually can look at that offers you a payday loan anywhere from 100 up to $5,000. This is Viva Payday Loan, and you can actually see the interest rates from 5.99 up to 35.99, right? And so the thing about it with these platforms is they would use those tribal lenders to help you borrow money and stuff like that from. All right. Now, I hope that this helps you. If you have any other questions about business credit funding, personal credit funding, removing negative items off the credit, click the link in the description. Schedule a one-on-one consultation. Thank you.